Yeah?
Yeah. My number one, and the reason this podcast is late, is Bioshock Infinite. Wow, this is going to be difficult for me to sum up. Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, this is the thing. And I mean, my review I've written for Games TM magazine, I'm not going to say the score because it's not going to be out yet, but it's rather high. And I made sure to put no spoilers in here. In fact, apart from what I'm going to talk about now, because I think I'm reasonably good at doing this without giving away spoilers, because I fucking hate spoilers. I don't even watch trailers. Don't watch any trailers. Don't go on Twitter. Don't go and fucking read forums. Don't go and read all the reviews. Just look at the scores. They're going to be high. And play the game. And then read all that stuff and take in as much as you want. Great. But honestly, it's for your benefit. Please do that, because I feel privileged that I was able to play this game before it came out, before I've only watched the very first reveal trailer and the very first gameplay demo. Then I went dark. I was like, obviously I'm going to play this whether it be for work or not. And I'm glad I did that. The game left me feeling like some of the very best film experiences of my life have left me feeling a certain way and thinking about the world in a different way. And Bioshock Infinite did this for the first time in a game. Bioshock pushed it a little bit, but unfortunately I saw some of that game being played out in an office where I used to work before I got a chance to play it. But this definitely left me with this feeling, and I've been thinking about it ever since I finished it, which was Monday morning, I think. It's absolutely magnificent in a way that it is almost unquestionably a new benchmark for this medium, certainly in the AAA big game space. What to say, really? I don't want to give too much away. You play as Booker DeWitt, who is a voiced character for the first time in an Irrational game. They normally do the silent protagonist, and he's a brilliantly acted character. He is a ex-Pinkerton agent. This is set in 1912, remember, and an ex-army guy who's been down on his luck, is a degenerate gambler. And the game starts with the message that he needs to go and bring this girl back to New York alive to erase his debt. So that's the premise of the game. And this girl happens to be Elizabeth, and she happens to be in Columbia, the city in the sky, which is a city that everyone knows about. It was actually commissioned by the president in the sort of the late 1800s in this fiction. And so very quickly you end up there, and from the second the game begins, I was in awe in a way that I just couldn't believe what I was seeing and experiencing, to be honest. Soon it does settle down and it becomes a shooter, and at first, because there's no shooting for probably 45 minutes, and it felt almost a shame that it turned into a shooter, because it was so impressive. But then quickly I realised that it's not ashamed of being a shooter at all. It likes being a shooter, it's happy to be an action game. And in fact, Ken Levine did a brilliant job of explaining it, because I've listened to a bunch of interviews since. He said, when he was asked the question, a classic question, it's like the Uncharted question, how do you're trying to tell a story, you're dealing with complicated themes, this and that, and then suddenly you have to just fucking gun down an army's worth of people. And he said, well, it is an inherent tension. I'm paraphrasing for him, but and the problem we haven't really solved. But I like to look at it like a musical. You're telling this story, and then suddenly you have a musical number, and these are our musical numbers, these shootouts. And honestly, it was such an eloquent way of explaining it. I was completely on board with it. The shooting is way better than it is in Bioshock or Bioshock 2. It's fucking fantastic, in fact. Not only is it really satisfying, meaty gunplay, you've got the plasmid equivalents called Vigors on the left hand, which give you X-Men type powers. The skylines, which you've probably seen in the trailers and stuff, where you can hook onto these things and go around like roller coasters, you've got full control on that. You can change direction, you can change speed, you can jump off, you can shoot, you can leap from them onto another part of the track. It's fucking amazing. And then later on, which you'd also seen in the trailers, Elizabeth can pull stuff out of alternate realities, basically, into the combat. So she can pull in cover or pull in a different weapon, pull in like a sentry turret. So all that stuff's fucking great. But it all ties together into this just fucking amazingly well told, amazingly intelligent story. That was the thing. It's just so well written that it makes other games look silly, and the other games are silly, really. They're not trying to be this, but it deals with racial segregation. It deals with like religious fundamentalism. It deals with American exceptionalism. but it does so in a way that if I talk any more about what it deals with, I'm going to start giving away what makes it so special. Ultimately, definitely, unquestionably, one of the best games I've ever played. I'm already started it back again, and will just play it back through again, which I always say I never do, but I did with DMC. But it's so, it doesn't even compare. I'm fucking gushing, to be honest, about this game. I'm so excited for everybody else to play it. Hopefully they'll like it as much as I do. I could bang on about it for ages, but like I say, it's so much better to be discovered for yourself.
Okay, so I mean, like, wait until it's 20 quid, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wait until it's 20 quid, get your microtransactions in there, and then, sell it on.
What format did you play it on?
I played it on Xbox, and it looks absolutely gorgeous on Xbox. I've since seen the same scenes being played on PC, and isn't it, it does look a fuckload better on PC, but this isn't like, Far Cry 3 does look a lot shitter on console, like the frame rate and all stuff's still fine, but this you don't have to worry too much if you're a console guy or girl. It's still, I thought it looked beautiful. What they've done with Unreal 3 is amazing. They've done some like texture softening, so if you're a real resolution guy, it might bother you slightly because everything has a kind of softness to it, but it's the occasional frame rate dips, which, to be honest, as far as I know, might even be in the PC version, but they're nothing, basically. If you're going to pick them out, then you're looking at one fucking twig when you're standing in the middle of the fucking Amazon. You're an idiot. So yeah, don't worry if you're a console person. It looks amazing.
Shit. Well,
I bet now it comes out and everyone thinks it's shit, and it's just me just sitting in the corner on there.
One of the legendary. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait. Annoyingly, I'm going to get it. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, so we can talk about it next time. But I have the highest of high hopes, and that's those are encouraging words, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so excited to talk to. When you watch an amazing film, you're excited to talk to other people who are filmy people about it. I don't get that in the same way with games. I get that in a different way with games. I definitely love talking about them. Obviously, we wouldn't be doing this otherwise. But this had the game thing and the film thing, which I've never had before, all wrapped up in one in feelings.
Wow. Okay. I have to say, the most underrated thing is forming an opinion on something that no one, if it would, in an ideal world, we'd receive everything at the same time. And it's a shame that we don't. I mean, I spoke about it months ago, but I saw Django Unchained before anyone had seen it. I saw it really early, and being able to formulate and cultivate an opinion on it early was so much more valuable than sort of taking all those other opinions into consideration. It's
no doubt.
So I'm hoping that people, because I've only seen one trailer and that's it, and it was gameplay heavy and there was a lot of loud music and there was not a lot of so I'm hoping that other people have stayed as far. Although I hear if you go on Twitter and mention anything related to Bioshock Infinite, some bot will tweet you a spoiler about how it finishes.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah,
classic people of the internet shit.
Well, I must say though, I went on the Rollmuck forum today, and someone has spoiled the ending on there under spoiler tags, so you're not going to go on there and see it by accident. But he's done 2 spoiler tags. One says, "Don't read the other one if you don't want it to get spoiled," and then it didn't matter to me, so I clicked the other one. Boom, yeah, the fucking ending. So please don't go on there and do that. And people like that just deserve to get the fucking knees smashed in, to be honest.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Well said.